Hello everyone, welcome back to my art space. This is Chi and I hope that you enjoy my vlog reviewing art supplies. For today's video, I found this old Winsor & Newton travel watercolor set. I remember getting this from a tabletop sale from my old job around 4 years ago, so I'm not really sure how old this set is. I've never opened this until this point of making the video, so I don't even know what to expect. Let's have a look at this again. So at the front, there is a nice embossed branding here. And then there's this part at the back, which I'm pretty sure is a thumb hole for holding the box when plein air painting. There are 14 colors in this palette and 5 wells on the cover. Plus this, I'm sure it's a well, just not sure yet how to place it properly, so keeping it here for now. I had to go and research how the setup goes so as not to leave you all hanging, and apparently you take this out and then pull out the tray from underneath. This must be really old as it was almost stuck and I could not even pull the tray out all the way. I struggled pulling it out. And then this little separate well goes on the side like here. And there you have it. You have another extra 5 wells for mixing your paints. And of course, the hole is where you put your fingers through to hold it up while painting. You can see that it's tough and not smooth because this happened when I tried to put it away. Mystery solved though. And I hope that it helps someone who bought a similar palette and was as confused as me in trying to figure it out. Right, so on to unwrapping the paints. I did not need to label the pans as the colors and their codes are printed on the actual pan already, which was really handy. Winsor & Newton is founded at 38 Rathbone Place in London by scientist William Winsor and artist Henry Newton in 1832. Apparently, they developed the first glycerin-based moist watercolors. Queen Victoria awarded Winsor & Newton their first royal warrant in 1837, and today Winsor & Newton remains by appointment to His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. I had to Google royal warrant because I had no idea what it is, and basically a royal warrant of appointment is granted as a mark of recognition to people or companies who regularly supplied goods or services to Her Majesty the Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, or His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales or their households. Now on to swatching. I have prepared the usual swatch boxes on 100% cotton caddy paper. Apologies, as being left-handed, I tried my best not to smudge the boxes by painting right to left, but also this time, as I cannot see the color names, I relied on their position on the palette too. The first one was Chinese white, the next one was lemon yellow, the third one is cadmium yellow, and then yellow ochre, and then burnt sienna, and then burnt amber, cerulean blue, ultramarine, viridian hue, sap green, purple lake, cadmium red, cadmium red hue, and alizarin crimson. And there you have it. Now on to the most important part, testing the paints by painting. As usual, I have prepared a line art to save time. I enjoyed painting this piece, although there's no deep meaning behind it. Trying the paints on a painting now, I'd say that it reminds me of my Sakura Koi watercolor set. Winsor & Newton Cotman is definitely better though, and the quality is almost like in between a Sakura Koi and White Nights. By the way, these are half pans. They are considerably smaller than my full pans. The paints are also dry, unlike the White Nights and Schminke. Although the paints are dry, it did not have any trouble activating with water. I definitely had to layer a lot of green to achieve the richness of color I wanted. I don't hate it, but I'm not crazy over it either. It's nice to use for practice paintings and maybe for pieces that will be edited on the computer as prints. The colors are vibrant enough and have decent transparency, and you can definitely layer and lift without problems. Winsor & Newton does not only rate light fastness but also permanence. On their website, permanence is defined as the color's resistance to change when exposed to light and the atmosphere. All the colors included in this palette are permanent, but not all of them have a light fastness rating. So the extremely permanent colors included in this set are burnt amber, burnt sienna, yellow ochre, Chinese white, and the rest have an A rating, which means they are permanent. And the colors which has the highest light fastness are burnt amber, burnt sienna, yellow ochre, Chinese white, and viridian hue, which is a bit strange because viridian hue only has a permanent rating and not extremely permanent, but it has the highest light fastness. Winsor & Newton Cotman set is considered to be a student grade watercolor set, so I'd still choose this over the Sakura Koi if you have the budget to buy this, but purely because of the ratings on the permanence and light fastness. My only complaint is that I wish instead of Chinese white, they have included Payne's gray or ivory black for darker hues. I think a watercolor set can do away without white, as most of the times you use the negative space anyway to achieve the white effect, apart from mixing colors, but that's just me nitpicking it. Overall, I think this is a handy set to have, especially if you find it at a decent price. As I've said earlier, I got mine from a tabletop sale. I think it cost me around £2 back then, and this is actually a part of a travel set, which has a bag, a small watercolor pad, pencils, and a water bottle. Checking the internet, currently you can get this set from Amazon for £35.74. It is also worth checking other online shops, as I've seen them on offer for less money before. I've also seen just this set without the bag and other accessories being sold in Amazon for £16.99. Comparing it to the Sakura Koi set of 24 paints for £20.89, I know that the Sakura Koi have more colors, but I think for the quality I'd go for Winsor & Newton, which is also cheaper, although it has less colors, but you can always mix your own on the wells provided, and it will actually help you practice your color mixing skills if you have less colors on your palette. At this stage of the painting, this is when I realized I didn't have any Payne's gray or any dark hues to create the shadows, so I just utilized the burnt sienna and burnt amber to make the shadows and highlights on my painting. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. And here is the finished painting, which I actually like. And these are the colors which I mainly use for this painting. And also here's a quick comparison of swatches from my other paints, comparing it to my Sakura Koi watercolors. There's not much difference. Winsor & Newton drawing ink, Rohrer & Klingner, Koh-i-Noor, which is noticeably brighter, and my White Nights, which is better I think, and of course the Schminke. Again, thank you for watching, take care out there, and see you on the next one.